Good morning, everyone. My name is Abhay Tipimut, and I'm excited to introduce you to Vida Secure, a smart solution for revolutionizing motorcycle safety. Motorcycle riders are 28 times more likely to die in a crash than car occupants, according to the National Highway Patrol. That stat alone makes this problem worth solving. Our mission is to reduce response times, enhance rider awareness, and bring smart helmet technology to the forefront. So let's go on to our problems. So there are three main problems that riders face today. First, there's a delayed emergency response. In accidents, especially in remote areas, every second counts, yet many riders go unnoticed for far too long. Second, riders lack real-time awareness of road hazards, leading to preventable accidents. And finally, motorcycle helmets today lack any smart technology. This gap leaves millions of motorcyclists without the safety innovations car drivers have had for years. Now on to our solutions. Vida Secure tackles three problems with three core features. First is automatic emergency alerts. Our helmet detects a crash and sends your location immediately to emergency responses. Second, real-time hazard detection uses AI and sensors that identify threats like blind spots or sudden road changes. And third, an integrated system that combines communication, navigation, and safety features into one seamless interface inside the helmet. It's a smart helmet that the riders have been waiting for. So this is the current product that we've presented to the semifinalists, and this is a description of our product and how we've labeled it using a image of our helmet. So we can see that we have different parts of our helmet, such as the blind spot cameras behind the helmet, the heads-up display in the front, and there's rear proximity alerts everywhere around the helmet. So this helps the helmet to detect and solve these issues that the motorcyclists are facing in the real world currently. So now onto our current traction and how we've improved. First off, we've completed a 3D prototype. We've done our market survey and we've reached out to many different motorcyclists across the globe. And we've even received industry interest from a big brand, Japanese motorcyclist company called Kawasaki. So onto our 3D prototype. This is a 3D prototype that I've used using MIT's 3D interface. So this is the outside of how our helmet is going to look. And these are all the different components that go into our helmet. So we can see that we have these different components, and then we can see there's a head-up display right here. And all these go into showing how the motorcyclist helmet, the Vida Secure helmet, will actually help these riders in the long term. The second is our survey. So we can see that we've received over almost 1,000 responses from across 10 different countries, where I've shared this survey with a Facebook group of local motorcyclists across the globe. And so this is what they've responded to our question about. After sharing all the information about what Vida Secure actually does, they responded that yes, Vida Secure would actually help them with their lives, especially in countries such as Mexico and India, where most motorcyclists don't actually wear any helmets on the road, and where it's actually very crucial for them to wear the helmets. And then next, we've even received industry recognition. So this is an email that I've sent to Kawasaki. It's not the official Kawasaki of Japanese. It's a European. It's still Kawasaki, but it's a European, like the sub-brand of it. So I sent this email to them talking about how Vida Secure actually plans on implementing it. And they didn't commit to anything at this point, but they did validate how important it is for Vida Secure to actually be in the market currently, and how important it is for Vida Secure to be in everyone's riding. Now on to our plans for the future. So our roadmap spans over 5 years. In year one, we'll finalize our minimum viable product, or MVP, and begin our beta testing. And then we also plan on following it up with a Kickstarter, which is a crowd funding platform, and launch kind of our initial production. In year two, we'll focus more on like the North American customer segment and release the product to the public and try to acquire any retail partnerships. And then we'll also plan on launching a Vida Secure mobile application, which the mobile application will be useful in the following years, because in year three, we'll introduce an upgraded Pro model, where the helmet will be able to show like how the ride has been going, and show like any analytics of how the ride or how the motorcyclist has been using throughout the ride. And we also plan with partnering with insurance companies, because insurance companies are obviously going to be main target, because motorcyclists need to be wearing helmets for their safety, and also it just helps them in the long run. And then in year four, we also plan to expand globally, because the motorcyclist market is not just centered around North America. There's so many motorcyclists around in Asia and Europe as well. And so which is why we plan to expand globally. And then in year five, we have a bold goal of being around a global leader in smart helmet tech and selling over 100,000 units with strong customer retention. And then, okay. So this is our market opportunity. So the market is massive, first of all, because there are over 200 million motorcyclists worldwide with users in over 100 plus countries. And they're already expressing interest in our smart safety gear as indicated by our survey. So our TAM is around $135 billion, and we're targeting a serviceable market of around $85 billion. And within that, our SOM is about roughly $4.5 to $7 billion. Now, what makes Vita Secure especially powerful is its short-term scalability. Our technology is modular and adaptable, allowing us to start with individual riders and quickly scale up delivery fleets, dealerships, insurance partnerships, etc. With a growing number of American motorcyclists, we can easily scale up our operations and start to become a global leader in helmets. Now let's look at our competition. So as you can see here, there are three main companies that have been smart motorcyclist helmets that have been trying to roll out this product. However, they lack in many different areas. First off is the Foresight helmets, and they don't have actually any blind spot detection, AI hazards alerts, but Vita Secure contains all of these key issues that the motorcyclists have concerned, saying that they actually want this in the helmet, which is why Vita Secure stands out from the competition, and there's no one really out there that's actually making such a great product for an affordable price when compared to any other motorcyclist helmet manufacturer. Now onto our business model. So our revenue model is first of all diverse. We make money through direct helmet sales, and then we also plan on rolling out some monthly subscriptions for any advanced like safety features or just to show how the ride has been going, or like for example like analytics of the ride. And then we also plan on the production cost of the helmet being around $200. And while our retail price varies from $299 to around $400, depending on the model they choose, like we mentioned, the Pro model or the base model. And then on top of that, we also plan on providing a subscription of around $4.99 a month for crash analytics and like the rider insights. And then we're targeting individual riders, dealerships, delivery fleets, and even insurance companies looking to reduce claims through our safer rider tech. And our recurring revenue stream is key to being sustainable long-term growth. And as we can see by the chart, this is our expenses model and our revenue model. So we can see that our revenue is always going to be higher than our expenses, which shows that our company is very scalable and that it's a great investment for you guys. Thank you. And thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your time taking out today for understanding and learning about my business, and I'm free for any questions.